Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Porsha's Family Matters Season 1, Episode 5. Child, let's just get into it if we gonna get into it. If you are new here, then welcome. To all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. If you are back for a second or third time or a fifth time, then welcome back. Y'all, please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really makes a difference when you subscribe to the channel. I don't want you to have to search and then we get into a fisticuff, sounding like they fighting all up and through Porsha's Family Matters. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, it's 8 a.m. Some of them are meeting with Lauren for yoga and whatnot. Dom, Lauren W., and Dennis. And child, Dennis gonna go to any activity Porsha ain't at. Dennis show up bright and early for the festivities on the rooftop. One thing I can say about Dennis is he is cooperating, he is participating. Child, all the aidings that he can do, he's doing them. Okay, now let's continue. 45 minutes later, it was over. It looked hot as hell. And Dennis said, I never did yoga. I probably would pass, but I'm trying to bond. But I'm just trying to figure out where's Porsha and where the hell is Simon? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Because, everybody else is doing what needs to be done. So they go in, right? And Dennis is like, I really appreciate you for putting everything together. And he's talking to Lauren, right? So they go in and sit down. And he tells her, look, when I got with Porsha, I told her, your friends are my friends. But then that quickly changed. And I realized that y'all are her friends. Like yesterday, Porsha gonna grab the mic saying, stuff like, I just want to blend the families. Like she ain't got no problems. But where is she at? And Lauren is like, she's here. Where exactly is here? She's here, but she's not here. Girl, you should have just got you some little braids for your vacation hair, honey. Porsha got you so stressed out. It's hot outside. Your edges are sweating back. Oh, child, this is just too much, honey. Is that Go Naked? Shout out to Go Naked Hair. Anywho, moving forward. He says, she's not doing the work. This trip gonna be in vain. It ain't gonna work. Like, this ain't making no sense. So Lauren was like, yeah, I agree that she's not doing what needs to be done. You knew that she was not mature enough for all of this. Okay, so I don't even know why y'all even put this together. Like, this ain't making no sense. And Dennis feels like that they're yes men and they're not holding her accountable, honey, and you're absolutely right. And they need to make sure that the trip is successful. Otherwise, he's going down to Tulum. Boy, you ain't going nowhere. Bravo got you on the contract. You're going to be right here with that girl that's hidden. Is the girl still on the trip? Child, this is just too much going on, honey. Mama Diane ain't even phoned in, honey. We ain't even heard nothing from her. Her whole body stiffed up when she knew Mama Gina had all the tea. Diane ain't called in since. Diane, send a smoke signal or something because your daughter is out here acting a fool. And we need to know what's all doing back in the A. Moving forward. So Dennis said, she just got to do more for Pilar because outside of y'all, like, people see her as a celebrity. And I'm almost worried that Simon sees her as a celebrity as well. Like, he's nice, but I don't think he sees her outside of being a celebrity. Dennis, okay? Dennis keeping it real, honey, all the way real. Because I said it before, Simon wants to be famous. He's attached himself to Porsha. And baby, Simon is loving the attention, child, even though it's negative. He all over Instagram responding to comments. Simon, we don't want it. We don't give a damn, okay? We don't care what you have to say, quite frankly. But every time somebody says something, here you go with the Twitter fingers and the IG comment clapbacks. Like, keep it to yourself. That just shows you want to be famous. See, you tried it with Fallon, but see, it didn't quite work out. Because Fallon, Bravo felt like Fallon wasn't really giving the zhuzh that should be given. So you attached yourself to Porsha, and she's so silly. Instead of her sitting down somewhere and letting her vagina heal, she went over there and started getting with you and jet setting and going all around the country and taking pictures and garb and all kinds of stuff. Child, it ain't making no sense. And I had to go on a rant real quick. Moving forward. Dennis said, that worries me, as it should. Especially if he's going to be around your daughter. Porsha needs to open her eyes, honey. Everybody can see it but her. Child, this is a fool. So Lauren is like, well, I just think it's time that we stop coddling her. You think? Like, you think? Porsha is 40 years old, girl. She's not a newborn baby. So right after saying that, then she tells Dennis, well, she's under public scrutiny every single day. And, we just really try to extend some grace because she has to go through that over there. And then we don't want to say things to her over here. I understand that, Lauren. And I understand how that can be taxing because we're human at the end of the day. But Some of these reactions she brought on herself. Like, nobody asked for that picture on Mother's Day. Nobody told Porsha to post that picture of them acting like Three's Company. Nobody asked her for that. That was on her own, honey. Then it said, well, this is a waste of time if the person we're here for is not participating. And I have to agree. Moving forward. Then it said, well, I don't have a problem with anybody and I just want to make that be known. So Dom was like, well, do you want to know why I asked you for an apology? He said, yeah, I would love to know why you wanted an apology from me. He said, I asked for one because I felt like you felt like I was being sneaky when I wasn't. So then Dennis was like, well, you've done some sneakish in the past, bro. Dom said, well, the last time he saw Dennis, he said he was going to beat his ass. Okay. And Dom, you got a whole bunch of mess started this episode. Okay. So, I mean, look, he kind of do owe you a fade. I'm just saying. So then Dennis said, the whole world knew that I cheated on Porsha when she was pregnant and one of the ladies started working at Crew like a year later. So Dom came in, saw the girl, went home, told Porsha, and that's when they broke up for real, for real. Hot dog man, okay? You cheated. You cheated. Honey, and I'm sorry, but it ain't no way you gonna have the woman that you cheated on me with working there, serving drinks, wearing scantily clad bodysuits. Oh, absolutely not. So she gonna get a check and cheat with my child's father? Absolutely not. I don't think so. Dennis, you done lost your mind, honey. I don't know if it's the hot dog water or what it is. I don't know what's in that hookah that you sell down there at Crew. I don't know if it's the hot dog water. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I would be the exact same way. No, she cannot work there. Even if he didn't tell her, she would have found out eventually. And it's your business. So after you found out she was hired, then she should have been fired. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? If he would fire her after she was hired and she knew that she got fired because of Porsha, then she could have potentially sued him. So, I mean, really, it was nothing that he could do. His hands were tied. This is after I sat back and, processed everything. But this is just a mess. And I'm sorry, honey. I don't care how mature you claim to be. You will not be sitting up working side by side with a woman that busted wide open for you. I don't think so. Moving forward. So Dennis is like, this look crazy though, bro. Yes, all of this in its entirety. All of it looks crazy. Episodes 1 through 5. Okay, let's continue. So Lauren W. starts piping up and she's saying, we want to know why his other 3 marriages failed. We want to know why they're moving so fast. At this point, that does not even matter, okay? Y'all are not about to say anything to Porsha, so we might as well just hush. You want to know, but you ain't going to know because you're not going to ask because Porsha is not going to disclose that. So then Lauren goes away, right? Lauren, Porsha's sister. And so it's just Lauren W. and Dom at the table. And so Dennis said, yeah, between me and you, just between us, Simon told me that he has professional movers on call to move things out. And I mean, I feel like that's disturbing, but it's not my place to say anything, so I'm just going to keep that to myself. You told them because you want Dom to run it back because he run his mouth. Okay. And Dennis, you ain't fooling me. That's exactly why you told them so that Dom can go back and start saying, well, Porsha, he got a professional moving company on speed dial. Child. Anywho, moving forward. In the next scene, Porsha comes screaming, Lauren, girl, she's meditating. Child, Porsha hollering out loud. She's like, why you out here meditating in a robe outside? Lauren was like, it's not hot to me. I feel perfectly fine. Body temperature on fine. Okay, I'm okay. She's like, well, is Dennis still down here with y'all? Child, he ain't out here with her. Now, dang on well, Dennis is not in this room no more. Lauren is like, no, actually, he's 2 doors down from you. After all that, Porsha says that she doesn't have an issue with the girl being there. Porsha. The lies. Shout out to Candy Birds. Girl, you care that girl is there. And that is so uncomfortable. For me to be literally down the hall from my child's father with a man that I don't even care about, and he down there with a woman, and I'm mad that he down there with a woman, and he don't care that I'm down here with a man that I don't even care about. This is uncomfortable. So she's like, I just think it's time that he states his intentions. Porsha just be repeating stuff, child. I don't know what she be talking about. Girl, he already stated his intentions a long time ago. Y'all already did that down in the cave or the C note. Y'all already did that in the C note. Oh, child. Child, this is too much. So Lauren said he stated his intentions. He said he wants to make sure that the family effectively communicates, and that includes you and Mama Gina. So Porsha basically said, ain't gonna happen, Captain. Okay? Ain't nothing Mama Gina could do for me. Me and her will not be effectively communicating because I can't stand her and she can't stand me. Now, she didn't say it exactly like that, but y'all know I like to zhuzh it up. So Porsha said, I just kind of let go of Mama Gina being a real part of my family. I don't like her saying if there is anybody that I may have offended, knowing good and well she offended me. So Porsha going off about Mama Gina. But then she says, the first time she even smiled was when she was talking about Dennis having a date. She was like, yeah, at first she was mute. Then all of a sudden when she thought she could taunt and joke, then she was like, oh yeah, he's out on a date with a girl. Girl, you just mad Mama Gina knew and was okay with him being out. Okay? If they got to sit there and look you in your face with your new partner, have you ever just stopped to think, how does this affect them? Porsha's happy, but is anyone else happy? Like, this is literally almost sick. Like, if y'all just sit and think about it, it's sickening how everyone is just putting Porsha on their shoulders and just, parading her around and making sure that she's happy at the expense of everyone's mental health. Lauren looks unhappy, honey. Her edges is sweating back. Child, she's stressed out, but she wants to make sure Porsha is happy. Aunt Darlene falling all out and catching the Holy Ghost and whatnot, but she's there making a fool out of herself in the C note because she want to make sure that Porsha's happy. Child, I don't even know what Storm doing, but she want to make sure that Porsha's happy. Aunt Liz don't even know whose family she's a part of. But she want to make sure Porsha's happy. Simon just happy to be on TV. And Dennis is there because he has bought into this co-parenting scheme that Todd set up to come at us with the bullshit just so we can make sure that Porsha's happy. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Try this ain't making no sense. Y'all, I wish I would. Make sure everybody happy but me. Moving forward. Porsha, you cannot dictate what he does, honey. Like, you can't do it. Anybody that challenges Porsha, she doesn't want anything to do with them. Lauren said, okay, I get it, but we're not trying to change her. We're trying to change our perspective around the situation. Lauren said, I just want you to hear yourself. Like, you place blame when you have the same issues. Honey, Ann does. And Lauren, I am so happy that you are actually calling her to the carpet. Porsha never sees her faults, only others. And y'all know what? Candy tried to warn us, but I was like, Candy, every man wants a woman. I didn't really want to hear nothing Candy had to say. I didn't want to hear nothing Candy had to say. Shout out to Candy Bears Tucker. She tried to tell us, though, that Porsha she be lying and she don't want to take accountability for anything. She tried to tell us, child. And I was just like, Candy, girl, her and Mama Gina are actually a lot alike. If we really want to be honest, they are a lot alike, very strong-willed and very upfront. So, I can see why they bump heads. So Lauren said, look, I want you to be real. I hear you coming with the BS. Finally, Lauren is telling her straight up. Porsha said, I don't understand. Well, child, that's not unusual, honey. You never understand. Porsha cannot fathom Lauren actually voicing her opinions and calling her out. Child, it's causing major confusion. Child, she was sitting there looking. She said, I don't understand. When I tell y'all that tickled me, I said, child, not you don't understand that the woman is telling you something just straight up, honey. Ooh, honey, this is a fool. Moving forward. She said, you wanted this, and now that it's hard, you just giving up? Porsha said, look, I'm not going to keep trying with her. I understand that she's not my family. She's Pilar's family. Porsha, you have to have some sort of relationship with her for Pilar to feel comfortable. And I'm not going to send my baby with anybody that I have strife with. Child, people will pinch your babies. Honey, I ain't saying Mama Gina gonna do that, but I'm just being real. Okay, if you don't like me, then you don't like my kids subsequently. So I'm not going to send my kid with you and we're having strife. Porsha, think, okay? Now, Mama Gina would never do anything to hurt the beautiful Pilar. But you cannot have strife with her grandmother. Y'all have to come to some sort of common ground. I'm not saying you have to be the best of friends and go get your nails done together and have lunch and pick out PJ's cotillion dress and all that kind of stuff. But y'all do need to have some type of relationship. Girl, if you don't grow up, moving forward. Lauren said, you're the one not being open, okay? So then Porsha starts making excuses. I don't have the tools. Like, what tools do I have? Lauren said, you don't come to meditation. Child, they need more than namaste. I'm going to tell you that right now, Lauren. They need more than namaste. Porsha might be right, okay? She might be right about that. Sitting silent ain't going to help her. Like, it ain't going to help her. And she needs another therapist and not Dr. Sherry because she is not it. Porsha been going to her since we were introduced to her in season 5 when she was with Cordell. It's not working. Okay, it is okay to fire your therapist. If they are not theraping you, you need to move around. Moving forward. So then Porsha starts up again. So she's like, once I heard Dennis brought someone, Lauren said, stop. See, you're making it about other people. You're making it about him. Like, what are you fixing within you? This girl gonna say, I am fixed. Okay, Lauren, this requires a professional, child. Porsha not even self-aware. Like, she doesn't even realize how her dating and behavioral patterns stem from her being broken. Porsha, come on now, girl. She said, no, you're not. Absolutely not. Lauren is like, this was your idea and you're doing nothing. So she feels like if she fixes everyone around her, then the blended family will work, but she needs to fix herself. So Porsha continues to make excuses as to why she hasn't shown up. And Lauren is like, trying to do it by yourself without a therapist. Here go Porsha. My God is all that I need. Yes, girl. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. But did you consult with him before you went and picked up Simon and his new teeth? Like, I'm just wondering, was G.O.D. in the mix when you put out that picture on Mother's Day of 2021? And honey, I ain't gonna never forget it. Girl, no ma'am. You need assistance. Like, you have no tools to fix anything. Child, not even power tools. Honey, you need something. Moving forward. So then Porsha says she doesn't want Pilar to have what she had growing up. She wished her mom and dad had blended, and these emotions start coming out. And you know what? These emotions right here show that it's going to take prayer and therapy to overcome what you are facing. I know she wants her family together, but it makes me think, this is what I was thinking about. Okay. Now, Porsha, you were willing to have a baby nup with Todd. You didn't even want him to be a part of it. You were like, if I just pick up and move to Zimbabwe, that'll be fine if you just sign right here. And Todd wasn't no fool. He ain't Dennis, honey. Dennis smoking hookah and confused and let you get pregnant and then y'all had a baby. But Todd was like, no, I'm not signing this baby nup. Girl, it's not happening. Now you want to write off Mama Gina, but you want a blended family. Girl, you all over the place. Do you want the family together or you don't want the family together? And quiet as it's kept, you just pissed because Dennis brought that date. This is what it stems from. Okay, I don't care what's happening throughout the episode and all this crying and she didn't step over the threshold. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Okay, you're pissed because Dennis brought a PYT, pretty young thing. Shout out to MJ. He brought a PYT. You pissed, okay? And you're mad at Mama Gina because you thought, it should be some loyalty to you because you have her granddaughter. So therefore, and thus and such, Mama Gina should be Team Porsha. But instead, she was skinning and grinning down there with her wig. And she was like, he got a date. And what else is going on? Baby, so you mad, honey. And that's just the bottom line. She's like, I just feel so disappointed. I thought people were going to come here and, they were going to tell me how they felt and we would be good. Yeah, because that happens in 3 days. Girl, goodbye. Lauren understood, but she also let it be known that they are not on her timeline. And it can still happen. Yes, Porsha, it can still happen, honey. Rome was not built in a day. Like, I know you didn't think one trip was going to erase all the damage that's been done. And especially after y'all acted a fool at the end of this episode. But y'all, we're going to get into that as we get into it. Moving forward. After the vent session, it's time for some fun. Yes, child, let's give the summoning of the ancestors a break, honey, and let's see what else we got going on. In the next scene, the two groups break up. We have Londi, Dennis, Dom, and LW, and they're going tequila tasting. On the bus, Dom is asking questions about if Dennis is single or not, right? Because he feels like he hasn't let some things go. So Lauren W. said, so are Dennis and Porsha done? That's what we really need to know. Lauren, allow me. No. Like, no, it's too much passion there. Like, they never truly ended it. It was just Porsha getting mad and getting Mr. Rebound, aka Simon. They are not done. Now, I mean, after tonight, then I'm pretty sure they're done. But before then, in this scene, they're not done. Moving forward. So Dennis is like, we just broke up 3 months ago and now you're getting married again? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So Lauren is like, yeah, we're used to Dennis and Porsha and now we have to learn Simon and Porsha. So in the confessional, Londi was like, yeah, we saw Dennis's little friend running around the resort in a thong and sucking down hookah like Superhead. Shout out to Superhead. Child, not sucking down hookah like Superhead. Ooh, Londi, you a mess, child. She was like, yeah, and then, Lauren W. noticed that she had a little wiggle and jiggle. So, we called her Miss Thang. Honey, I guess because that thing was thangin'. Baby, Dennis love a hookah smoking big booty Judy, don't he? Moving forward. So they started talking about the age difference and what happened at the dinner last night. And Dennis said, I'm very concerned about Darlene because that Holy Ghost thing, it scared me. Wait, let me tell y'all something. It got crazy at the end of the episode. But this scene right here, what's happening next, oh, it took me out, y'all. Oh, I was cackling in here. Honey, it scared you. It scared everybody watching, honey. We were all confused. And right before the holidays, nonetheless. Oh, Charlie was a fool. So Dennis was like, I'm surprised Simon's still here. Honey, we all surprised. But then again, I'm not, because Simon just want to be seen. Moving forward. So Lauren was like, well, don't let Dom tell you how he felt about it. So here go Lundy. Let's just reenact it. Let's reenact it. I'm going to be Storm and you be Darlene. So then him and Lundy got up to reenact the scream heard round the world. And baby, I hollered when Dom started screaming and shaking. I feel like, listen, these people on the bus, this formula right here is golden. Let's surround Dennis with people, okay? I don't know if we should make it Porsha's people, honey, because we don't want no more problems, okay? We don't want the laws to be called. But we need to surround Dennis with people. You know what we should do? Dennis got all these spots. Why don't we bring a camera up in there? I mean, if you're giving Candy OLG, we got Vanderpump Rules. We have, what's the other show where the people work in the restaurants? We have Below Deck where they show them doing what they doing. Why don't we put Dennis in a position to put us on the inside of the restaurant so we can see who this heifer is? Moving forward. Over on the other side, the other group is on their way to ATV and the other ladies are at the spa. Honey, spa me. Okay, I need some peace and quiet and I want to be away from y'all so I can regroup. So they get there and they're trying to decide on the ATV. So Simon Baldhead, he was like, what am I going to do? My head is going to be on fire. So for whatever reason, Porsha decides to get completely naked, child. She just in her bathing suit. So Portia's like, you want my pants to put on your head? Ill. Okay, ill. He said, throw them over here. So here she go. You used to having me on your head anyway. Yuck. Okay? I could have gone my entire life without that visual. I done told y'all I am a visual person. Please stop. Okay? Because I do not want to imagine nothing you doing with Simon and him utilizing them new teeth. Oh, absolutely not. Moving forward. And I don't know how y'all be doing all that, honey. You said your thighs hurt last week. You was like, I can't. My thighs hurt. But you sure did straddle that ATV, honey. You and Simon ain't hitting on nothing in the bed, child. Absolutely nothing. Child, Porsha was going on her ATV 40 miles per hour and everybody else was going 4 miles per hour. Moving forward. Over on the lit side, with Dennis in the gang, the tequila tasting is underway and Lundy wants to play a game. Child, this is where it gets good. Tell the truth or take a shot. Lundy, you ain't slick, honey. You just trying to find out some intake on Dennis, honey, and you ain't fooling me. So then they asked Dom if he could sleep with one woman on the trip, who would it be? This boy gonna say Esther. Not Esther. Dom, you trying to be funny, child. He gonna say she look like a freak. Baby, Dom want that cougar love, y'all hear me? But then he started getting a little disrespectful, child, saying she looked like she could suck a watermelon through a straw. That's taking it too far, okay? It's all fun and games until you get cussed out. Because Esther looked like she'll cuss somebody out. Her name is Esther, okay? It's too much, sir. It's too much. So he gonna Lauren W. I can suck a watermelon through a straw. Ma'am, why are you saying this? Like, don't say that in front of Dennis. Like, you don't want him imagining that. Girl, goodbye. In the next scene, Porsha on the other side acting like she on Dukes of Hazzard. Child, she done hurt her nail. And that's a pain I wouldn't wish on nobody. Child, I could feel it through the TV. You know when that nail peel back and it take the whole, ooh, child, and it takes the whole entire top layer of your skin on your nail. Oh, child, I know that was hurtful. But anywho, back with Team Lit, Dom asked Lundy why Porsha didn't take her shot the other night. She was like, I thought it was the prego thing. And Dennis said, Porsha pregnant? Child, she better not be. Well, we know she not, but I mean, still, even a scare, that's too much. Ooh, child, unprotected sex alone with Simon is a no. But unprotected sex with Simon? Absolutely not. But word on the curb is Simon can't have children anymore, so I'm pretty sure she's not pregnant. Shout out to Fallon. Moving forward. So then Dennis asked again, and Lauren was like, no, she's not pregnant. He said, how do you know? She said, I watched her pee on a stick. She's not pregnant. But she thought she was pregnant. So then Dennis was like, well, let me take a shot. Porsha letting this man hit after 2 days. Monty said, well, she let you hit after 1. Ah, okay. Touche, Lundy, touche. Oh my gosh. Baby, Porsha gonna cut them off when she watches this scene. Do you hear me? Baby, she is never gonna speak to these people again. ever. So it's Dennis's turn, and he asked Londi why Porsha treats her so bad. She said, because I'm too blunt. I'm not about to kiss her peach, okay? I don't have time for that. She likes kisses around her all the time, and I'm not one of them. And so they were like, oh, okay, well, let's take a shot. So they take a shot to that. And Londi said, I can't be Porsha's friend. I'm just her cousin. Like, we've never really meshed that way. And Londi is totally, different from the rest of the group. And she's going to say exactly what everybody else wants to say and is too afraid to say. That's why she's the black sheep, child. Honey, I don't blame you, Londi. I would be exactly the same way. Moving forward. So then they asked what Dennis' problem was with Storm. Dennis said, she's a liar. Saying she never had a party, but I threw her a 21st birthday party at my spot. So Storm putting on for the cameras, honey. That's what I gathered from that. That's it. That's all. He said she got fired because she got smart with management. She was always talking crazy. She don't know how to talk to people. And Dom said, well, when Storm found out about Dennis, she just stopped coming around because she was like, Dennis threatened me. And why would I want to be around Dennis? And Dennis was like, I did not threaten her. Storm seems like she has a bad attitude, though. Like, it's like one of those young, invincible type attitudes. You know when you're young and you feel like nobody can tell you nothing? That's the type of attitude that Storm has. Like, it's going to take her a while to mature. So then Dom said, well, did you ever try to holler at Storm? Dennis said, no, she is not Porsha. That's why she mad. Dennis, you keep saying that, like you keep big up in Porsha, okay? And I love to see it, okay? Because she's your child's mother. But why you didn't do all that when you had her? Okay, you cheated. Like, it's not making any sense. Londi said, well, I'm actually talking to Porsha because last night I felt like it was the Storm show. Londi, you were wrong last night. This is my opinion, okay? You should have let the girl talk, okay? She didn't say anything. Nobody else was speaking at the moment. She started talking about something that happened to her, an abusive relationship she was in. You should have just let her finish. But you cut in like Lil Mama on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. You could have just waited a second. It was giving very much Kanye West, Taylor Swift. Oh, child, you could have just waited. So Dennis said, I've been around Porsha 5 years. That's what he's saying in his confessional. When he said 5 years, I was thinking, you've been around Porsha that long? Child, it does not seem like 5 years, but I guess. He said Storm only came around on Christmas, not at the besties. Honey, it's for TV, Dennis. Come on. Come on, Dennis. You know this. You know how it works. It's a made-for-TV relationship. Moving forward. Team Tequila is litty, and they are going in on Storm. Okay, so everybody got their little snippets. Honey, Storm did this and Storm did that, and I can't stand when Storm did that. Honey, they all going in. So Londi said, I'm going to talk to Porsha because she does do messed up stuff to me, and I'm just not sure why. You have a mind of your own. That's why. Porsha likes minions. That's the problem. So then Lauren W. is like, I don't feel like Porsha is really in tune with her emotions. Lauren, I want you to take this energy to Porsha, honey. Don't be scared. Because you know what this scene is giving me? It's giving, we tolerate you. Okay? It's giving, everyone's afraid to really voice how they feel. And if they weren't related to you and or working with you, they wouldn't be around you. I heard something the other day, and the question was, if you had to stop and take a look at your family and they weren't your family, outside of that, would you have a relationship with those people? And baby, that hit me. Sisters, brothers included. Like, if you weren't related to that person, would you actually like who they are? And baby, that's exactly what I'm getting from this scene. Like, I feel like y'all don't actually like Porsha. Moving forward. So once Dennis realized Lauren W. was cool, he was like, well, let's do a toast to Lauren. She said so much, she about to get fired. You were about to lose your job. Get this damn, you were about to lose your job. Lauren, you about to be on the unemployment line, child. They ain't passing out that extra $600 no more, child. Ooh, honey, it's gonna be a fool. Moving forward. Child, when Porsha see this, she gonna get rid of Lauren expeditiously. Do you hear me? Dennis, I hope you got some room down there at that crew or hookah lounge or whatever it is you hiring all these people. I hope you got some room. So Dennis was like, I thought Lauren was an op. So then we get the Dennis dictionary. An op is an adversary, somebody who just dislikes you. And the characteristics of an op is a hater, a snitch, and somebody who exhibits jealousy. All of these things are clear indications of an op. Child is a fool. I wouldn't trust none of them. Do you hear me? Not none. But side note, okay, I would have loved to hang with Team Tequila. Like, they look like they had a good old time. Okay, now this is how you vacation. You get together. Now, I'm not a drinker, so the chips and salsa would have been it for me with the cranberry on the rocks. But I love a good, sip of tea. Honey, if the mess and the gossip is flowing, then I'm going. And I would have wanted to be over here with Team Tequila. Now, I also would have wanted to go get me, a little massage over here with Team Spa, but ain't no way I would have wanted to do the ATV and then Simon had Portia's underwear all on his head or whatever it was, child? Absolutely not. No, thank you. Moving forward. So then Dom was like, I wasn't an op to you. I wasn't opping you. Dom, just hush, honey, because you ain't even saying it right. They were like, yes, you were. So who told them about the cheating? Listen, Dennis shouldn't have been cheating on his pregnant fiance. Okay, however we feel about Porsha, it's still wrong if we go backwards. Okay, before Simon came into the picture, Dennis should not have been cheating on his pregnant fiance. So quite frankly, who cares if Dom is an op? Dennis is like, well, let's fight. You know, he trying to be playful about it and everything. Dennis, sit down, honey. Oh, child, look like you're going to be fighting a little later. So just sit down for now and save your energy. And get you some clothes that fit. You got too much money for your clothes to be falling off like that. Your pants falling off and your shirt hanging on for dear life. Get it together or leave it alone. Child, this is a fool. So Dom said, it wasn't me. Shout out to Shaggy. Honey, he was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So he told Lauren, and basically Lauren is the one who told Porsha. Bottom line, nobody would have had to tell anybody had Dennis not cheated. So Londy is like, that's her assistant. Of course she's going to tell. So Dennis said, you shouldn't have told her anything. Londy said, you still had her working for you. So Dennis claims he didn't know. He had over 600 employees. Okay. Well, when you did know, you should have acted accordingly. Period. So Dom said, okay, I'll be the op, but why didn't you take any ownership of what you did? He said it was one time. It only takes one, bro. It only takes one. Dennis don't feel no remorse for what he did, honey, and I cannot respect that. Like, as funny as Dennis is, I don't respect a man cheating on his pregnant fiance. I know what it feels like to be cheated on during a pregnancy, and I would not wish that on my worst enemy. When you're pregnant, that is the loneliest time of your life, and you're going to pick that time to go find somebody else to lay down with? Like, that's when you're most vulnerable. Dennis, I'm side-eyeing you, honey. You done made me mad all over again, child, just thinking about it. Like I said, Porsha don't need either one of these men because Simon's character is questionable as well, honey, and he ain't fooling me. Moving forward. So Dom becomes Dr. Seuss, and he gonna say, if there was never a bitch, then I wouldn't be no snitch. Shout out to Dom. And that's on what? Green eggs and ham. You feel me? Oh, child, this was a mess. I said, not he gonna make a rhyme out of it, honey. We need that on a t-shirt. If there was never another, then I wouldn't be no snitch. I know that's right. Moving forward. So Dennis in the confessional talking about how he owed Dom a fade. Dennis, cut it out. Londy said, well, you didn't fire her, but you did fire me. I said, what now? And when she said that, I was like, okay, so she worked for Dennis too? Like, I thought you were a party planner. Okay, I really need some explanation behind this. He said, because Porsha told me to. Dang, Porsha. Like, if that's true, then that's terrible. Like, why would you get your own cousin fired? Like, this Tequila got them telling everything, honey. How could you sit up there and be skinning and grinning in Dennis's face and he fired you and now you find out that it's because of your own cousin? I don't think Porsha wants Dennis around any women. Londy, his mama, the people down at Crew, the people at the donut factory or wherever it is he got, honey, the hot dog factory. She does not want him around any other women. That is clear. Moving forward. In the next scene, it's time for the dinner. Everybody's getting ready. Simon's discovering an iron again. Talking about, I haven't done this in so long. Okay, boy, iron your shirt or iron her dress or whatever it is, child. Dennis putting on a fall sweater in the middle of all this heat, and then they get to dinner. So Lauren starts asking about how everybody's activities went. And on Liz and Mama Gina, they said they bonded, but the team Tequila had a different experience. So Dom started running that mouth. He reveals to Lauren that he told Dennis that he told her about the cheating. So Porsha was trying to get to the bottom of it. She's like, well, how did they get into it, Londy? And Londy was like, Londy? My name is Benny and I ain't in it. Baby, Londy ain't feeling it at all with Porsha, especially after Dennis told her Porsha was responsible for her being fired. She was like, girl, don't call my name, honey. You don't even like me. So why are you asking me? Why don't you ask them? I know that's right. Moving forward. So Lauren tells Porsha what was said at the tasting, Lauren W. that is, and they started talking about Dennis still having the girl working there. And Portia's like, so why did they get into it about that? So Dennis said, he a snitch. Like, he don't even need to worry about what's happening with my peen. So Mama Gina chimes in and she's like, okay, get over it. It's old. It is old, Mama Gina, but I know it pains you to hear that Dennis made a mistake. But that's what they choosing to talk about, okay? That's what they choosing to talk about. She wants to know what's the point in bringing it up when Porsha got a new man. Honey, and I agree with that. He was wrong, but it's done now. Like, you're engaged and you're happy. Is that right? Like, why bring it up again just to stir up drama? Y'all love to get somewhere and sit down. I do not like for people to upset my meal. I hate when people tell me bad news while I'm eating and while I'm at work. Please leave me alone, and right before bed. Child, catch me in the middle of the day. Oh, this is a fool. Moving forward. So Porsha is like, Simon wouldn't sleep with his young bartender while his fiance was pregnant. Well, he might not do that. But Simon is no angel, honey. He ain't been married 3 times for nothing. Plus, he said out of his own mouth that he's a cheater and has cheated multiple times. He claimed he didn't cheat on Fallon, honey, but I'm not buying that. Because the way he was sitting there creepily looking at you in that pool when you over there smoking that hookah, opening your legs, talking about WAP and all of that. Shout out to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. When he was looking at you doing all of that, that showed me right there that Simon is a cheater. Moving forward. In the confessional, Simon said, I don't feel like Porsha has any investment in Dennis's life, but she does have resentment. Simon, are you new? Like, she literally is so invested in his life, she doesn't even want him to date. Like, you gotta wake up, Simon. You look sleepy, honey. I need you to be woke. Every dinner is about her and Dennis. Like, and again, are you new? Moving forward. So Mama Gina down there like, see, this is why I don't even want to be a part of this family. I just want to pick up my granddaughter and I want to go. And I think that might be for the best, Mama Gina, honey. I don't think you need to try to bond and blend and gel and do whatever it is, honey. Just pick up Pilar, say hello, smile and nod, and take your granddaughter and go on, honey, and pick her up and drop her off. Because this right here is not what it is. It's too much mess. But Miss Gina, Dennis is a part of the mess too. I just want to make sure I make that clear. So Dennis trying to tell her that this isn't her fight. He's like, Mama, just chill. This ain't your fight, bro. Just be quiet. So then Porsha was like, this is about dealing with the past. That's why we're bringing it up again, Mama Gina. Oh, okay. So now the weekend is about dealing with the past. Porsha, I thought it was about you co-parenting. Girl gone. Moving forward. So then Porsha was like, yeah, she down there riled up about some mess that ain't none of her business. Oh my goodness, child, they so disrespectful to each other. So Mama Gina is wondering why Porsha is worried about it if she got a man. And she back in that confessional, honey, back in that headdress, back with the boobage. So Dom is like, if you were loyal, we wouldn't even be here. So Lauren W is like, just calm down, Dom, just be quiet. Because she already know that Dom is gone off that tequila. And him talking and saying all that is going to make it worse. So I actually agree with Lauren W telling him, look, just be quiet, just calm down, let it go. So Porsha is like, why you telling him to hush? He's loyal. You need to be telling Dennis to hush. Dom is being loyal to me. So Dennis is telling Dom that he about to catch a fade. Lauren W is on hush mouth, honey, because she don't want to lose her job. Dom is acting like Bone Crusher, acting like he ain't never scared. Boy, please. I guess that tequila done set in because he was perfectly calm earlier. You didn't have no words, okay? You weren't piping up at all. But now that you sitting here in front of Porsha, we can catch a parade, bro. We can do whatever it is you want to do. Dom, please. Okay? Please. So Dennis is like, well, just stop, bro, before you start crying. Here comes Storm. Now, Storm, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Sit there and eat your food. Be quiet. This is the second time. Okay, the second dinner and the second time that you have chimed in and given your 2 cents for things that you were not privy to. You weren't there the first time they had the conversation, but you were piping up. You weren't there at the tequila tasting and now you're piping up. So just cut it out. So Storm is like, it's nothing wrong with crying. So Mama Gina said, can we just move on to something else? Honey, I agree. Move on before it gets out of hand. So Storm gonna say, your son the one still talking. Not Storm. Let me just say this, honey. You ain't gonna just be talking out the side of your neck. Not at my mama. Not if it were me. Like, I mean, don't get crazy, honey. You already know you and Dennis don't see it for each other. That was disrespectful. Like, you should have just been quiet, okay? I said it last time and I'm gonna say it again. You talk too much. So Dennis was like, Storm, shut up, bro. Okay, Dennis. Now, she didn't cuss at your mama, okay? She didn't cuss your mama out. All she said was your son is the one still talking. It was very disrespectful. And if I were Dennis, I'm going to make sure that I pipe up for my mama too, honey. I'm going to speak my speech all over anybody if it has to do with my mama. But what you could have said was, watch how you speak to my mama. We could have left it at that. So Porsha is like, this is the second time he done did this. This is the second time. So then Porsha pulls the Kenya child. She's like, security. She's like, security. He needs to go. Girl, not you calling security on your child's father for getting into a verbal sparring with Storm, who piped up and started speaking and interjecting herself in something she had no business talking about. Like, are you serious right now? She's like, yeah, you need to get your sluts and your mama, and you need to go. She's like, you're not about to keep talking to my cousin like that. So Dennis is heated. He gets up to leave, and Mama Gina's like, no, Dennis. He's like, nah, bro, I'm about to leave. So Dennis is trying to leave, saying Storm don't know how to speak to adults, and she's a kid. So then Darlene pipes up, and she's like, she's an adult. Okay, she is, but Mama Gina is her elder at the end of the day. She needs to have some respect. Moving forward. So Porsha's standing up and Simon over there with her, right? And Porsha is yelling, go, go. So Mama Gina is like, you ain't got to yell at him. Like, why are you yelling? So Dennis said, man, F you. I ain't got to be here. And so Porsha is still yelling, just go. So Storm said, yet you're still here 4 days later. Storm, and again, he's not speaking to you. So then he tells Storm to shut her crazy tail up yet again. Storm, just stay out of it. Stop speaking to him. Like, it's making things worse. So Porsha is like, go, get out, you and your mama. Okay, I just want y'all to know this. Can y'all imagine if Dennis wasn't there to protect his mama? Ooh, child. Moving forward. So Dennis is like, shut up. She said, you shut up, you good for nothing ninja. Okay, that right there told me all I needed to know. What happened is, when they were sitting down at that table, you know, Porsha was already pissed because the girl came on the trip. Okay, she's trying to act like she's cool with it, but she really is not. She don't like Simon, honey. Her thighs hurting, so she don't even want to sleep with him. But yet she'll give him her pants to put over his bald head so it doesn't get any kind of rash all over it from that helmet. They reopened old wounds by talking about that cheating. So now she pissed all over again. That's exactly what's happening. So they yelling. And baby Dom's sitting at the table after he done stirred up all the mess. He's sitting there with his shades on, giving very much weekend at Bernie's. They arguing back and forth. So here go Aunt Liz. Spiritual leader, you best be leading. I was like, what in the old Negro spiritual is happening over there? Oh, child, this is just a mess, honey. This is embarrassing and insane. There is no reason to even bring this up. They are over. Like, what is wrong with y'all? So, child, this is when it took a turn. So, from my vantage point, it looks like Mama Gina is walking to get ready to go down the stairs, and she's walking in front of it. It looks like she crosses over Storm, and, you know, she had to walk past them. So Porsha walks up, and she's like, you heard what I said? And it looks like she's trying to get in Mama Gina's face, and then Dennis jumps in between, and then Porsha starts swinging on Dennis. Like, what are y'all doing? All jokes aside, let me put on my serious hat right now. Porsha, this is pure ignorance. You are looking like a damn fool on national TV. Your daughter will see you fighting her grandma and her daddy. Like, this is insanity. I know these are old scars that are resurfacing, but Porsha, why are you hitting him? Okay? And then if he haul off and hit you back, everybody's going to be divided and the whole world is going to be in an uproar. Stop it. Like, this is what happens when you don't heal. You don't even have to heal. Okay. Because, you know, quite frankly, I feel like we say, you know, go heal and then go. But do we ever really just all the way heal before we move forward? No, we don't. Okay. So I ain't going to, even, do that. But at least take a beat before moving on. All that pent up anger, this is all misdirected. You going off on Mama Gina and then trying to disguise it as him saying up to Storm when she should have shut up. Okay. That conversation reminded Porsha of how Dennis disrespected her when she was pregnant. Point blank and the period. Porsha is pissed about that thing all over the island, drinking pina coladas and whatnot. But Porsha, keep your hands to yourself. Keep them to yourself. Simon, you see this? Honey, because this is what you stand to inherit. Like, what is going through your mind? Child, I have seen it all. Porsha need help. Like, how are you going to come back from this? Like, how are you going to come back from trying to fight your child's grandmother? This some old ghetto, classless bullshit, okay? It's just crazy. And I just want to know, was it worth it? And that was the end of the episode. Now, I just want to say this. Some people say that Dennis charged at them and then Porsha swung in defense. I didn't see that. I rewatched it like 5 times because it went so fast. So comment down below and tell me exactly how you felt about that scene. Did you see something that I did not see? Please keep it respectful in the comment section, okay? Because all of it is foolishness, okay? All of it. It's ignorance. Pure D ignorance. And that was the end of the episode. Please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.